Yuri Haapoja and Mateusz Masternak. Once again, the man with the microphone, Alex Steedman.
The European Cruiserweight title vacant and up for grabs as Mateusz Masternak, the unbeaten Pole, takes on Juho Haapoja from Poland, who's in the red and white. And you see immediately Masternak stands the taller. He's always an impressive physique. I've seen him fight, I've seen him up in the flesh on numerous occasions. He really is carved out of stone. He's got a terrific physique. He's a big puncher too. 21 stoppages in 28 so far. Not necessarily be the biggest cruiserweight you've ever seen, but he packs a punch and he's taking the next step along his way. But a confident fighter, Masternak. You can see that already, the way he's carrying those arms low, both left and right. He's looking to draw the leads from Haapoja. He has lost a couple of times so far in his 22 fights. One draw and the 18 wins on his record. Not renowned as a big puncher. When you look through his record, you suggest this is perhaps quite a significant step up in class against a hungry, unbeaten big puncher. Is Haapoja clever enough to keep Masternak off him? You see good head movement already from the Pole. Badler will be seen. He's quite upright, Masternak. He doesn't have to pack a punch. He's got some big bill experience as well. I was in Wrocław, the city of his birth in Poland, when Klitschko won against the big Pole Thomas Adamek just a year and a half or so ago, and he was on that bill that night, Masternak. Just misses with the right hand. Confident start from Masternak, lands with the jab too. He really is towering over Haapoja. I think already he's making his point. Right hand from Masternak, he's got quick hands. Good jab from Masternak at the end of the first. Haapoja probably knew he had a big job. I suspect he realises even more after the end of the first.
Okay, I've got it in mind, yeah? Breathe, relax. Okay, we've got the first round out of the way. Well done. Okay? He's got nothing there, has he? What's he got? I told you exactly what he's going to do. That's exactly what he's going to do. Yeah. Okay? You keep your distance. You watch that left hook. Okay? And do the same thing in the second round now, yeah? What's the same thing, just saying? Let him come after you with the left hook. You hit him on the top of the arm with the first shot. Yeah. Come on. Keep your legs and roll and all.
Well, it's a confident corner, as you can hear.
Don't change nothing.
But
okay,
a couple of near misses with the right hand. Stiff jab towards the end.
You're boxing like a... Hey. Well done, mate. I'm telling you. Come on. Just tight with the left.
Into the second. Did some of that corner confidence rub off on Haapoja? Is he good enough to put it into place anyway? He is looking to let fly with that counter left hook, Haapoja, isn't he? Look how low the right hand from Masternak is. Now Mateusz Masternak into the ring, smiling and high-fiving some of the crowd. He was soaking up the atmosphere, to say the least. He looked confident on the way in. He looks pretty confident in the early stages. trying to prize the opening, Masternak. He's looking for that right hand. Counter left hooks thrown at the same time. Sense that Haapoja has enough speed to get himself out of bother. Through the second, big left hook from Masternak, countered by Haapoja. Masternak out again for the 4th time in 2012. Stopped David Cunanero, the veteran Spaniard, who had an impressive record with 26 stoppages in 27 fights, but largely untested out of Spain, and Masternak got to him in 8. You might just have seen him in action against Harry Miles as well. I saw that one. The Welshman took him 10 rounds in Denmark. That was back in the spring. And although there were sort of worrying moments early on for Miles, he did sort of show that Masternak potentially can be outboxed. Flurry of punches towards the end of the second. Less dramas for Haapoja at the end of the second, but Masternak is in control.
Nóżki sobie rozluźnić. Bardzo dobrze. Bardzo dobrze. Wdech, wydech. Wdech, wydech. Tak jak teraz na pressingu.
You're going to have to forgive me, but I must have missed Polish class at school, so...
Bardzo dobrze.
But I suspect they'll be pretty happy with the way things are going. He's sort of stalking Masternak, isn't he? He's bigger, hits harder. He's probably a bit better than Haapoja. And he's very much in control. Maybe just looking for that right hand a wee bit. It's as though Haapoja's not going to be easy to prize out of that shell. Into the 3rd round, Mateusz Masternak in the silver trunks with the black trim up against Finland's Juho Haapoja, who at the age of 32 has perhaps a slightly unexpected opportunity to try and bag a big one. So far, looks like he's not going to be good enough. Just carry those hands so low, Masternak. Really, Haapoja's going to hope for the one big swing. Counter punch, good left hook right through the middle of the body there from Haapoja. I'll tell you what, he's brought a few fans from Finland. The cheers of Juho. Stiff right hand to the body. At least Masternak is trying to think here. Most of those cast on the gloves of Haapoja. The pole's giving up a good 3 inches or so in height. So the Finnish fighter, I should say, is giving up 3 and a bit inches to Masternak. He's already got a slight mouse under his right eye, Haapoja too. As ever with Masternak, there is that sort of constant menace with him. Good defense, wasn't it? Just sort of leaned back with the right hand under his jaw, and he managed to ride a couple of those left hooks from Haapoja. Sense of chest-like, swinging right hand from Haapoja, missed again. And there's a couple of punches for his pains. Half minute of the third still to go. No real dramas yet, a bit more intent from Haapoja. Down the barrel from Haapoja, as he only has a short distance back to his corner at the end of that one.
Listen, that's all I told you. He's going to throw the jab. He's going to keep doing. You need to watch yourself, charge yourself with that right hand. You listen to me, okay? Give him a right hand. Show him a little fast right hand and the left hook. That's all you got to do. Come on, breathe, breathe, breathe. Twice already. Come on.
Nice breathing, nice breathing. Keep relaxed. Keep nice and relaxed.
Stay on the outside and keep slipping and watching and watching.
Yeah.
Okay? Let him come after you.
Yeah.
Let him come after you. You listening to me?
Yeah.
Give him some more water, Ray, please.
You want for grease there?
Yeah. When you throw that left hook, you'd hit him with double left hooks. You're hurting him. You just break him down.
He don't like it. Come on.
Okay?
Confidence building in the Haapoja corner at the end of that third. As we come out for the fourth, Masternak in control and winning everything so far. You do fancy as he steps up in class, Masternak. He might be in a few entertaining fights because he can bang, but he might have to take a few. Low slung defence. It could be an element of he may not quite respect Haapoja, given his knockout ratio just 11 and 18. Already you can see the jab of Masternak finding its target. There's a big bruised blemish under the right eye of Juho Haapoja. Masternak is able to dance out of trouble whenever any of those attacks come forward from Haapoja. Finnish fighter actually lost on his debut 6 years ago. He did well to sort of recover from that early setback. He was stopped in 10 by Denis Baktov recently. Baktov, who was earmarked as a potential opponent for Tyson Fury just a few months back. Since losing to Baktov, he's been unbeaten in 14 since. He's gone on a bit of a roll. There you see the cupping left hooks from Haapoja, and the Finnish fans on their feet. Four-punch combination from Masternak. Shake of the head from Haapoja, though he's breathing a little heavier. And again, 2 or 3 of those just sneaking through the gloves. Masternak just pawing away with the jab, just trying to prise open the guard, create an opportunity carve an opening. And he landed a few flurries there. Touch gloves at the end of that fourth, and perhaps the first impression from Masternak.
Szczękę panowie przepukać. Dech, głęboki wdech. Wdech, wydech. Ureguluj sobie oddech. Bardzo dobrze.
Well, we know with Masternak that he carries his power all the way through the fight as well. He stopped Philip Romero back in March in the 10th of their 10 rounds.
Jest jedna rzecz. Ta lewa bardzo dobrze
He
chodzi w tej chwili. On już
6 of his last
tak strzelny,
7
aczkolwiek do
opponents.
końca uważać, bo on dalej będzie wciągał, bo widzę, że nie może sobie poradzić, jak mu zabiera się nogami. Bardzo dobrze, tak jak teraz. Spokojnie.
Some of the combinations there you saw.
Okay. Bardzo dobrze się
7 of those punches sneaking through the guard. Not quite with sort of power at the end of the punches. And I think Haapoja is quite clever. Round 5 of a scheduled 12 for the European Cruiserweight title, vacant title. And Poland's Mateusz Masternak, heavy favourite to win it. All going to plan so far, but a little more resistance from Juho Haapoja, Finnish fighter in the red. He just takes a counter left hook from Masternak, and Haapoja forced on the back foot now. Masternak starting to let his hands go. Short chopping left hook from Masternak, and then a punch from Haapoja, the spray fizzing off the shaven head of Masternak. Seen him a few times at the weigh-ins over in Germany, Masternak, and he's always in great shape. Swinging combinations, bit of tittle-tattle in the centre of the ring as we head inside the final minute of this fifth. You see that Masternak's just trying to up the tempo because he's thrown a bit more leather. I think he's just sitting down a bit more on his punches too. Although there's nothing clean necessarily from Masternak, he's making contact more regularly now. Attempted right hand from Masternak just misses it. A bit untidy briefly. Haapoja is starting to swing wildly. He's been caught now. And that's back-to-back rounds where Masternak is maybe landing a little more regularly.
Stop looking up there, look at me. Okay, look at me. Yeah. We can win this fight, and we are going to win it. You understand? Okay? This fight's very close here, okay? You listen to me?
Breathe, yeah. Come on, breathe.
Hold that.
Come on, breathe.
You need to start throwing that left hook, and I need that body. Attack that body more, yeah? Because you're not doing it enough for me. Yeah. Start hitting that body and come back with a left hook. Yeah. You've hurt him twice now. He doesn't want to get into a fight. He wants to box you. All he'll do is touch you off. He'll do that. That's what he's good at. He can't fight, this kid. Take it to him a little bit. Now let's change now. Do you understand what I'm saying, Joe? We talked about this. Okay. Come on. But clever. I want the body. Attack the body with the right hand. Okay? This time fight's close. Okay? Attack the body, left hand up, high, okay?
We move past halfway into the 6th round. Great chat from the corner. No, Juho Haapoja. We've got Masternak winning every round so far, and I don't think the fight is necessarily close, but no major breakthroughs from Masternak yet. Starting to make an impression, I thought, maybe in both the 4th and the 5th. Haapoja not easy to pin down. He's got quite good movement on the back foot, and he's quite cute defensively with that head movement and those gloves. You do sense with Masternak, I mean, he's clipped Haapoja a couple of times with counter left hooks, but you sense if you could force him on the back foot, you might be on your way. Still, the chance of Juho go up. It's almost like a home game for him. Left hook from Haapoja, cheered to the rafters. He's no absolute cutester, Masternak. Let's have the final minute of this one. Big right hand and a barrage of punches from Mateusz Masternak. He's had these little cameos and flurries, hasn't he, throughout each of the last 3 rounds now. Just missed with a wild right hand, Masternak. If that had detonated, it would have been all over.
Time.
Another round. Masternak registering on the scorecards. Not quite being able to trouble Juho Haapoja.
Wydech, bardzo dobra runda, taktycznie bardzo dobrze. Trzymaj, woda. Nie lekceważymy, do końca czujny, lewa broda przy tym. Ty musisz go wyboksować. Jeszcze poczekaj, rozumiesz? Nie nastawiaj się go, że od razu go trącisz. Boksuj, on sam wejdzie. Lewa ręka, podwójny lewy, ale na jakim pressingu, nie dawaj mu miejsca. Nic nie zmieniamy. Na jego atak, dłuższe odejście, bo on na pierwszy atak schodzi jednym ciosem bloki i próbuje drugi, ok? That's it. Perfect.
Yeah, some of the combinations from Masternak. He landed a few, not all of them, but plenty. Into round 7, Mateusz Masternak in the silver and black, on course to claim the vacant European cruiserweight title. It's currently a division that does have plenty of European interest. Marco Hook, of course. Seen a couple of interesting scraps recently, a box nation between Juan Pablo Hernandez and Troy Ross, who, although losing, has certainly earned the plaudits of the Canadian. Krzysztof Loracik, the Pole, as well, is in that mix. Russian Denis Lebedev. There's plenty of possibilities if Masternak can claim this crown and march on. Haapoja just outreaching, and that right hand is somewhat wild from Masternak. Masternak has carried his power through the fights. We touched on some of those. He's got a couple of stoppages in round 8. He does have a stoppage in round 7 and one in the 10th as well. Potential damage all the way through. Good right hand from Masternak. Flurry of punches from Masternak. He says if he could maybe let his hands go. I don't think you could argue there's no threat coming back, but it's diminished responsibility from Juho Haapoja. Bit clumsy towards the end of the 7th. Masternak firmly in control of this fight.
Working, you understand? Okay. You need to start fucking working. Okay? Don't sit back.
No, excuse the French, but you sense the frustration in the corner. But I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what Haapoja can do.
Get your hands up.
He's outsized, he's outpunched.
Stop moving your head.
He's finding it difficult really to get any sort of foothold in the fight.
Now go for it. Understand you need to bite on your teeth, come show now and start fucking going forward. Go forward and just keep pushing him, pushing him. He covers his ear. I want that right hand, okay? Just fucking hit him with the right hook, yeah? Hit him with the right hook. It's open to him. You're not going to hit him with the left hook. Hit him with the right hook, okay?
Second round.
Eighth round of 12 for the vacant European Cruiserweight title. Mateusz Masternak with his next step along the road in his journey. He's been unbeaten in 28 so far. Plenty of stoppages along the way. And that was in Wrocław when last September he stopped Carl Davis in 3. That was on the Klitschko-Adamek bill. Big stadium fight that was too, so he's getting the exposure and experience. Cracking punch it was that put the American down on that occasion as well. You see with Masternak, he does look a little bit cumbersome on the back foot, but he doesn't take many punches. He's maybe a bit better defensively than he looks. You just have that feeling, can the pattern of the fight change at all? Can Masternak up the ante? Can he do something a little different?
Okay.
Haapoja sent out in this 8th round with the instruction to get his head on the chest of Masternak and punch. Easier said than done. Final minute of the 8th. Another flurry with combinations from Masternak. He's not quite been able to detonate the right hand, but he's tried to set it up with the jab or the left hook, but Haapoja's defense is pretty good. And a couple of right hands from Masternak. Crowd starting to get into it. Three-punch combination, and Haapoja forced to retreat. Almost punching to a standstill in this round. The heavier punches from Masternak, resigned, weighty walk from Haapoja back to the red corner.
Listen to me, man. You can't miss him with that right hand over the top, can you? Give him a rinse, CJ.
In a minute. Do you understand? Okay, listen to me. That's what you need to do, okay? Yeah. Take the fucking... If he hits you low, you hit him straight back low. You understand? Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
You understand? Okay. Yeah. He's ready for that uppercut underneath.
Yeah.
The one there. He's ready. Yeah. His chin's there. You charge yourself. You keep going. Take the fight to him. He's already blowing out there. You ain't tired. I know you can go more. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Push yourself to the limit now. Push. Keep fucking fighting now. You understand? Yeah. You're listening to me. Yeah, you need to fight now.
Yeah.
Moving into the business end of this fight, the hard yards. It's been hard enough, in truth, for Juho Haapoja throughout the 8 so far. And as much as he's tried, in this sense, he's not quite big enough or good enough for this assignment. Masternak firmly in control and winning just about everything so far. Both be pros for pretty much the same length of time, 6 years or so. They turned over at much the same time. Haapoja has been through a couple of 12-rounders. He can go the yards, and Masternak has only been the 12 rounds once. He has been 10 rounds on a couple of occasions as well. Encouragement again from the corner of Haapoja. He just doesn't have the firepower, unfortunately, to take the fight to Masternak. He's got the will and there's some ring smarts there. He just does not have the artillery. Final minute of the 9th. Big clubbing right hand from Masternak there. A gasp of air from Haapoja. Forced onto the back foot again. It's getting much tougher for him. No, another big right hand. Still had the wits about him to cover his face with both gloves. Haapoja. I don't think he's winning a single point. He's not being tuned up here. He's just nowhere near getting into the fight.
Back.
Another Masternak round. I think he's winning everything so far, and things are getting harder for Haapoja.
Nogi, szczęka. Tak jest, spokojnie. Już nie ma do końca, boksujesz, nie ma lekceważenia, okej? To jest walka tytułu mistrza Europy. Każdy będzie próbował do końca.
3 more rounds to go.
Sobie ten.
It's been a while, really.
Dobrze.
Juho Haapoja needing a knockout, and his
Cały
record
czas to samo. Tą lewą ręką przygotuj,
suggesting that that's going to be
prawy i
forthcoming.
jeszcze raz prawy. Czasami zamiast na górę skończ mu na dół. Skończ mu na dół. Na tułów, jak już jest, widzi, że już jest zamknięty w gardle.
Masternak do have a common foe in Faisal Arami, who
Bardzo dobrze.
lost to Haapoja on the scorecards by
3 rundy
1
dostał.
point on one of those cards, but
Prawa
comprehensively
ręka
on
przy
the other
brodzie, on się na
two.
drugi atak nastawia
Arami was
cały czas.
stopped in 8 by Masternak. Here we go into the championship rounds. Many occasions that Mateusz Masternak has been taken down this stretch before.
The back.
Stiff left hand from Masternak. I bet there's a few of the cruiserweights back home wondering about Masternak, thinking this guy's beatable. Tony Conquest on his way up, and Lewis Dickinson likewise. Should they wouldn't mind a bit of this, they'd probably fancy a bit of this action. Crunching right to the body from Masternak. Oh, cheeky left hand from Haapoja. And then forces Masternak into a fight. In truth, I think the Pole wouldn't mind a firefight. Oh, another left hand from Haapoja. Masternak's hanging on. There's a sort of strange stare over the shoulder of Haapoja, who's coming on strong in this round.
The back.
And another right hand sneaks through. Suddenly, Haapoja lets him fly. Surely not. Just blowing a bit, Haapoja. That rally of eye-catching punches. And 3 or 4 coming through from Masternak. Not having things all his own way in this 10th. Crowd on their feet. Suddenly the Poles have had something to cheer. Again, Haapoja is good with his defences. The right hand sneak through from Masternak. And a big right hand right at the end. A couple of unanswered punches on the bell. And after a few eye-catching shots of his own, Haapoja staggered at the end of that one.
Jak się czujemy? Dobrze. 2 rundy zostało. Zdrowia masz na następne 10, bracie. Ale konsekwentnie, bo on do końca jest niebezpieczny. Co to powiedziałem? Będzie atakował, będzie próbował, bracie.
Best round of the fight so far. A bit of give and take. Suddenly when Juho Haapoja looked to be put in his place, there was a rally, retaliation, and a few eye-catching shots of his own landed on the chin of that man, Mateusz Masternak. into the penultimate round. Mateusz Masternak was in cruise control until a flurry from the Finn forced him into retaliation at the end of that 10. The referee's hardly been called to order at all, has he? Pretty much the action has flowed. Another right hand sneaking through. Some punches and bunches from Masternak. It's one of these fights, isn't it, with Masternak? He's having everything pretty much his own way. It's probably he should, really. There are plenty of opponents looking at him, spotting weaknesses, and wondering where his level is at. A little tango for a moment, midway through the 11th. You have to say, Haapoja's got a terrific defence, hasn't he? He's really clever with the way he gets his hands back up. He's alert and seems to know what's going on at all times. And this combination of his cuteness and smarts and maybe a predictability from Masternak as well. Couple of right hands, one of them right under the left elbow of Haapoja. This stage of the fight does have got to hurt. End of the 11th. And largely drama-free for Juho Haapoja. It's a long walk back to his corner.
Okay. Breathing, come on, breathe.
Well, at the age of 32, he was a big chance for Juho Haapoja. He's not quite been big enough, good enough with the punch to see it through, as Mateusz Masternak firmly in control. But it is a performance that will perhaps leave us with a few more questions than answers regarding Masternak. They touch gloves and prepare for the final rounds in this European Cruiserweight title fight for the vacant title. Surely, unless there's any late drama, it's on the way back to Poland with Mateusz Masternak. Terrific left hook to the body from Masternak at the start of the final round. Big right hands too. Now we're going to see a statement of intent from Masternak to finish things off. Cheeky short counter right hand from Masternak that almost stopped Haapoja in his tracks, and it's an all-out assault now. Some heavy shots coming forward from the pole. And combinations too. Perhaps there was an element of saving some for down the stretch, because he's really teeing off on Haapoja now. You'd like to see Haapoja hear the final bell. He's never really been in this fight, if we're honest, but he's been cute enough defensively and probably deserves to see it out. Final minute to go. Mateusz Masternak less than 60 seconds away from becoming a European champion. Ooh, a couple of big right hands as well. Referee just having a closer look. Masternak forcing more punishment on Haapoja than in any other round of the fight. Left hook sneaks through as well, and Haapoja's happy to backpedal. With 30 seconds to survive. Another right hand sneaks through. Forceful final 3 minutes this from Mateusz Masternak, and very much the exclamation point at the end of this 12-round sentence. And a championship-winning performance to boot. They touch gloves, it's a warm embrace. It's a hard-earned payday for Juho Haapoja, but in truth, he was never in it. Now Mateusz Masternak will surely become crowned European champion with a landslide win. Smiles all round in the Polish corner. It was an all-out effort through the closing 3 minutes or so from Masternak. He was almost looking to force the stoppage late on with the fight all sealed and wrapped up. He couldn't, though, force Juho Haapoja to give it all up. It was a fight Masternak was expected to win and probably expected to dominate, maybe even to stop Haapoja, but only one man has managed to do that in the past. Then it's backed off, so solid win for Masternak. How good is he? That's a question for another day. Well, I was going to say the sponsors, the promoters are happy. Team Saarland. And their man, surely about to be announced a champion. Just waiting for the final dotting of the I's and crossing of the T's. And here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. Philip Verbeke, Belgium, scores about 120-108. Phil Edwards, Great Britain, 120-108. And Jan Christensen, Denmark, 120-108. For the winner by unanimous decision and new European champion. From Poland, Mateusz Masternak.
Landslide win for Mateusz Masternak. He won every single minute of almost every round. Clean sweep on the scorecards. He's the new European champion at cruiserweight.